A black therapist said she no longer wants to work with men because of their behavior. I do have this to bring up. It says, I am no longer accepting male clients. They get in my email inbox and want me to prove why they should choose me as a therapist. No scheduled consultations or nothing to see if we are a good fit. I'm not the one or the two to prove my worth to anyone. We would not work well together because you're already trying me. Let me see if I can get rid of this to read the rest of that bottom. Um, and I'm not going, and I'm not above going AWF on nobody. And there's something else that was attached to it that says, if you're trying me before the therapeutic relationship starts, I know you out here being a menace to folks, and that's going to activate my nervous system. So, nah, it's a wrap. I just want to kind of get you guys' reactions to it. It's just the icebreaker. And the black therapist says she's no longer wants to work with men because of their behavior. Can you guys see what she is saying? You guys agree that it is like that? I mean, I'm for the folks that have canceled people, or maybe some of you guys out there, because I don't know what you guys' titles are, but what are your immediate thoughts?
She sound crazy, JR.
It's funny. She sounds like a therapist off of wish.com because it's not even professional. She sounds like somebody's bitter ex-girlfriend. If this is your profession, carry yourself as such. She's talking about going off. She's talking about no consultation. Whatever the deal is or whatever the situation is, carry yourself with professionalism. And social media is not the best place to go with professionalism when it comes to something like that. If you have a man acting a certain type of way, handle him accordingly. But handle him professionally.
And wouldn't you say that's your profession? Like, you obviously see there's a concern in that matter where they trying to test you before they even get in the door, of receiving the help. So in your profession, you should be able to, like Precious said, address that accordingly based on the knowledge and the skills that you have. You know what I mean? Versus just saying, I'm not going to deal with that. Well, he's obviously seeking, some sort of attention. So it's, dig into it, see why he's, trying to challenge you, or see if you're qualified to give him the advice that he needs. You know what I mean? So as far as that being your profession, you should be, ready for that, not given, bagging up and saying like, oh no, I can't deal with that because he's trying to, test me and see if I'm qualified. Like, I just think as that being your profession, you should be, used to stuff like that. Not saying you have to deal with whatever or anything, but
you should have a code of conduct.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you should have if people are going against your code of conduct, then make that clear and then, not work with them. But your code of conduct shouldn't be going online to tell people how you're going to deal with them.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to figure out what did a man do wrong besides vet this woman on if she's qualified enough. I mean, is most of your clients just trust everything you say is gospel? You don't investigate. You don't. She's not above reproach. I'd be damned. Again, I wouldn't recommend a female therapist to anybody. I don't. Even my daughter, when she was going, her partner was going through it, I recommended her go to a male therapist because she's going to play off emotions. Don't do that.
You think that's for every female therapist?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. That's just my opinion.
They're able to put their emotions aside, being that's their profession?
Man, this was an example right here of lack of professionalism.
But not all, right?
I'm not saying, again, I would not recommend anybody go to a female therapist. This just gives me more proof on fire, on gasoline on my fire I'm talking about. This is totally unprofessional because a man wants to know, why are you qualified enough to do this? What's wrong with that? I asked my doctor that. And when I got recommended for other doctors, I asked them that. Why wouldn't I? My realtor, I had to ask questions. I wasn't impressed with the first one they recommended to me. I didn't like the way he handled it. I'm asking a lot of certain questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. You should. Anytime you invest your money into anything, you should ask questions. And if you don't, you's a goddamn fool.
Man, I think this is to me, It looked very contradicting to me. You're a therapist, but you don't want to work with someone because of their behavior. Whenever you have a specific behavior and you want to go get it checked out, you go to a therapist. So it's like, what the fuck? But she said, I'm looking at it from a different way. And my mind might be in the gutter. It sounds like these dudes is trying to smash. It sounds like these dudes is, she said, trying me. It ain't in my DMs. It sounds like they trying to smash. First of all, how they get your IG?
Advertising.
Well, if she's a therapist, I mean, it would. If she advertises through IG,
She's probably got it on her LinkedIn or something. Yeah.
Actually,
well, my thing is, you can just ignore. I don't understand. I don't why. How has social media made people like dumb nowadays? Like, you don't have to address everything. You don't have to reply to everything. Why do people feel like there is a need for you to reply back to someone if they are disrespect, like coming at you a certain type of way? You know what I mean? Like, why is there a need for you to have to address that in any type, form, or fashion? Whether they're doing it directly and then you're indirectly putting the information out there, again, you're a professional. So even if a man is coming that way in your DM, as a professional, you're already discarding it. It's already delete. You're not really even opening it. And if you're not strong enough to handle what you're going to read in that message, maybe you need to go to your therapist, because therapists need therapists.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's like, come on, we grown. Like, why are we acting like children?
I think the therapist is the one that can handle anything. You know what I mean? But I guess, like you said, therapists need therapists too.
Yeah, I actually thought she was going in that route, saying that the men were trying to, be creeps and stuff like that. So I was, agreeing with her, and then it kind of skewed to another direction. So because, since I've been on these platforms, I've noticed a lot of, male figures have, kind of came to my IG and, DM'd or did whatever. And, but I'm not going to be like, oh, like,
what?
No, seriously. But you just have to like know how to conduct yourself. Like Precious is saying, don't be on here trying to put people on blast and say, oh, he was in my DMs or this and that. But yeah, that's what I wanted to add to that. Because I did think that she was going in that direction, saying that these dudes were being creeps and was trying to get with her. But I don't think that's the message she was delivering.
So you mean to tell me that men actually watch these shows and they go to you guys' DMs and actually DM you? That happens?
Yes, JR, it happens.
What?
I don't think I was ready for that, but yeah, it's a thing.
I knew it happened to her.
It's a thing. Absolutely.
What's the best intro line? You did a good job on the panel today. What's the opening line? Balance. Yeah, I'm right.
Well, I don't. Okay. Because I guess they see I'm married. They, try to be a little bit more respectful. You know what I mean? So, I don't get like those type of DMs. Maybe like a heart, a picture, or something like that. But I don't get. It doesn't get too crazy. But they do flock.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, I didn't. When I got impressions and balance DMs, I didn't do none of that. Damn.
Wait.
More than court, you gotta know how men move now. They're not.
I'm just bullshit. Don't take that serious.
Don't be doing that.
I can only imagine if I was a single woman being on these type of platforms, what type of DMs I would get.
Exactly, and that's why you gotta treat most of them like spam. Okay.
I'm just appalled. I just never knew this existed, but you guys ain't
really?
watching. Nah, I'm being funny.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Yeah, about to say, y'all get flooded, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing they do is they always, if something happens, they try to recruit to see if they can get you on so they can create content. They'll try to recruit you to their platform. They'll try to speak with you, talk with you for their own pleasures.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Like if a girl gets, torn up on a panel, are you okay? You shouldn't have talked to you that way, Balance.
For the crown. Yeah. They waiting on y'all little posts. You know, y'all be making them little
Wait, It's
posts
the
and
fact that
messages.
Jay said, "Are you okay?" twice for me to get it. Like, wait, what? they
Mhm.
You know how,
come
you know how
with
y'all
the
be making them
tissues.
posts. You know how y'all be making them posts where you say, "I'm tired of this shit" or something. Like I can do better on my own. They waiting on one of them subliminal messages so they can be like, okay, yeah, something going on in the household. You get on over here, see what she doing. Is everything all right?
Hey,
Is
Bruiser.
anything I can do to help?
You
Bruiser,
good, Ma?
That's what we'll wait on that crack in the armor, and
That's
we'll
it.
see where I get them yams.
Hold on. You good, Ma?
Yeah.
Everything good? You know, you too beautiful to be going through it like that, Ma. What's good?
You need a dude
You
like me
hungry?
on your team.
You hungry?
If
Oh
I was
my
with you, I was with
goodness.
you would never have to wear your hair in a ponytail.
You know, here's the last one. Like your husband is a lucky man.
Right. Absolutely, yeah. I could
That's
only
number
imagine.
one right there, JR.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, right after they say it, they hope you say something bad about them so they can say, okay.
Bang. Yep.
Is that
That's
it?
it. That's the they leave it out there.
Oh
Yo.
my goodness.
That's the alley-oop. Yeah, I wish
Yes,
he
sis.
thought that
I
way.
was this.
Hey,
Now,
Mike,
see, I know this. Don't
Michael
ask me.
said,
I'm just saying.
said why non-private IG is a red flag. You guys agree with that? Y'all think it's a red flag if a woman?
No, I mean, because I honestly, my page was private for as long as I've had Instagram up until this year, and it's because I've been trying to promote like healthy eating, great, fitness and health. So I don't agree with that. Like, it depends on like what you're trying to get out of your social media, and that was my plan to sort of build a community of people to get on this journey with me of being healthy and fit. So no, I don't agree with that. I think that's shallow.
If your IG is not private and you have multiple pictures of butt cheeks doing dance moves, then yes, that's a red flag. Yo.
Well, why would it be private if you got your cheeks out? If you put your cheeks out, you want to make it public so everybody can see, right?
All right, y'all. Let's get back on topic there. Jay, what are your thoughts about the black therapist?
So I don't know. I got torn apart, man, a few shows ago because I said that, because I vetted a therapist for a long time. It probably took me 2 years to find one. And I definitely decided that I wasn't gonna go with a woman because I didn't want to have the sexual element involved. I mean, I might looking, and if she's all right looking and she noticed that I'm all right looking, like I just didn't even want that element of what if, no matter how professional the setting, we all have eyes. You know what I mean? So I wanted that to be. Say that again.
What element? Who are you talking about?
So we sitting there, she's counseling me and she comes in there with her, professional skirt suit. And, I'm laying back on the couch and, they throw little hints out there if she's attracted. And I don't want to be sitting there thinking, yo, did she just throw a pass at me? Did she just do that? I don't want any of that to be involved at all. The element of attraction at all. I wanted to
I can
totally
understand
remove
that.
that from me attempting to get help. People said that I was immature for feeling that way. Like, no, I don't want a female because I don't want to
Be distracted.
I
Assume
don't want
anything.
my mind to even cycle there,
So you
because
struggle with being able to focus when you got ass and titties in around you, right?
I mean, but if somebody throws something out there
Bruiser, why you gotta go there?
and I'm sitting here pontificating
Those
whether
are
that
always
was a
something by
pass
asking.
or if she's just flirty,
I'm supposed to say that.
but yeah, absolutely. I mean,
But
at the end of the
I
day,
also think, to what Jay is saying, I also think, because even if she is not a therapist, right? Even if she is just somebody that's cool, that will talk with you, that will, be somebody that can listen to you, that can understand what you're going through, even that can sometimes be considered like, oh, she cool. Like, I like her.
it
Now I want
presents
her to
a
be my wife.
vulnerability.
Now I
It
want her,
presents
like, you know what I mean? Like, you do have to have that fine line of self-awareness to know that if you need help, you need to get help for your help. You don't need to now add on, to what you're trying to get rectified or what you're trying to work through. You don't need any distractions or anything to add on to that.
Right, because you're going to a vulnerable place. So in your vulnerable state, things that get through that wouldn't normally when you have your armor up. So I don't want a woman to be there when I'm in my vulnerable state and me think all these possible things. Is she caring? Is she flirty? Is she, what are all these little small innuendos she's making? And even I don't want that cycling through my mind. So I'll get a male therapist, and I found a good one.
Well, that's
But
dope. Everybody's different, man. Like I look at that as an icebreaker. I come into a room with a total stranger. She nervous, I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I know she got her ass, a little titty hanging out, I know she's comfortable, so we can go ahead and get the show rolling. It's like an icebreaker.
yeah,
It's like an icebreaker.
yeah, that's not an
Gotta
icebreaker
be
to
like,
me though. I'm trying to get help and I'm thinking, damn, man, that titty look like it tastes good, man.
oh, so you a little.
You guys are going. I don't know where y'all going.
No. But what I'm saying, like worst case scenario, you know what I mean? Of course, that's not my thoughts, you know what I mean? But I don't even want to think that. I don't even want that to be
Control.
the vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I know.
Shout out to you for understanding your limits, Jay. I think that's what.
Yeah,
Hold on, so JR. So basically, he wouldn't survive in the olden time when there wasn't no clothes. But he wasn't surviving.
But that's the norm, though.
Thank God we got
What are you
clothes.
talking about? Adam and Eve days?
Yeah, that's what he's
No,
talking
but look. Remember back in what was it? If you go back to the motherland, back not too long ago, where they wore the little lead, the minimum amount of clothes. You know what I'm saying? Come on.